Let's talk about Dune Part 2 in theaters on March 1st. This review will be spoiler-free. However, we will be talking about elements of the story that were set up in Part 1 back in 2021, 3 years already. And we will be talking about elements that are dramatized in other adaptations of the source material, most notably the 80s film from David Lynch. If you don't want to hear any of that, if you want to walk into the movie cold and make up your own mind, hit pause, drop a like, come back and watch this later once you've made up your own mind and we can talk. You still here? Awesome. It's 2024. We've been waiting 3 years to see what director Denis Villeneuve was going to do with this half of the story. We saw what he did with the first half of the story in 2021. And that film, as beautiful, as visually stunning and breathtaking as it was kind of bogged down by the fact that it had to move so many pieces into place, and he spent so much time creating this sense of dread. He was successful, no doubt. If you knew the story, you knew something bad was coming. If you didn't know the story, you could sense it, you could feel it. But the movie spent so much time doing that not a whole lot else happens. Dune Part 2 does not suffer from those sorts of pacing issues. A lot more goes on here. We get new characters introduced, and that gives the opportunity for new cast members to inject life into these proceedings. The standout, by far, is Austin Butler. You may recognize that name. He played Elvis in the Baz Luhrmann film last year. He gets to have fun in this film the way that really nobody else does. He really gets to chew scenery playing the villain Fade Ralpha. That's not to say that the performances from the returning stars aren't solid. Chalamet truly comes into his own. We really do believe the growth of the character throughout this film, from the young Paul Atreides that we saw throughout Dune Part 1 into the figure that he is by the end of this film. The other performers, Zendaya gets a whole lot more to do here. Bautista gets a whole lot more to do, a lot more screen time. And the love story as it plays out between Paul and Shani may surprise some of you. In terms of filmmaking, Villeneuve is best known for his epic scope, right? For his visuals. He does not disappoint in that department. It's all not even worth talking about anymore. He's so good at this that to think he would disappoint is just heresy. I can't even imagine it. He delivers in terms of the visuals. The acting is very, very good, and the narrative is coherent and holds your attention. It still comes off a little cold. This experience, just like the first one was, is going to be very polarizing for audiences. The audiences who love Herbert's novel and love his characters, they should come away from this pretty pleased. Okay, critics are going to love it. Folks like me are going to praise it for its visuals and everything that Denis Villeneuve does right. What's missing here is any real sense of fun. Go see it for yourselves, and go see it, just like any Villeneuve film, on the biggest screen with the best sound you can find. It's in theaters on March 1st. It is rated PG-13. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, please give us a like and follow us on Substack at fbunplugged.substack.com. It is free to subscribe. All right, you can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you next time.